midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's got room. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Rolling to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Quick toss to Knox. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On second down, Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Diggs with a good footwork. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run with Cook. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They run the counter with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Tua now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Dolphins now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And complete right side to Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Tyreek Hill on return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, what's you?
Tua, a final shot before half. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Allen now on 1st down. And it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. but give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Finding Knox there, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 8 yards out. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jamison Crowder. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th. As time has run out on quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They start the drive with Cook. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Cook up the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Well, on